Buffalo's where black quarterbacks' careers go to die. By the way, I feel like Tyrod Taylor should just let the city of Buffalo know every year that
you almost just die on the air right now?
I had like a severe heart murmur in the I was trying not to burp, but I didn't think it was going to be anything.
You need to roll a hike with me, bro. I got you. Let's go. Culver Stairs down the street.
When I get a
Let's go right now.
Bro, I'll go now.
He's ready.
I got ship shorts in the car.
I got on shorts right now. Like, we could go.
Hey, let's hit it.
Sunday morning, for real, though.
No, for Sunday morning?
I can do it Sunday morning.
Hey, you're on air right now, so I'm going to call you out. If you don't do it on Sunday morning, I'm going to go back.
I need to know the exact time.
9 a.m.
That's a push for me from where I'm coming from.
You
say 10 o'clock.
It's a push for all of us to wake up in the morning, bro. That's why we're here. That's why we got each other. You know what I'm saying?
That's why we got each other.
That's why we pushing each other to wake up early as hell. Come on.
I feel it. Okay, fine then. I'll be there.
9 a.m. I just talked to a whole bunch of people yesterday at the event. We got 9 a.m. on Sunday.
This Sunday.
All right, man. Well, while we're on the topic, JD, why don't you go ahead and tell us why you're here. I know that you got a upcoming tour you're trying to promote, so why don't you go ahead and tell the Good News radio station listeners
and a past event that you were at this week that people from Good News were also at.
And the initiative, that's what's up. Yeah, so going from the top, like my name is JD Bailey. Thank you guys again for having me.
Touchdowns and Tangents Radio.
Touchdowns and Tangents Radio. Whoop whoop.
We gotta eventually go to the history of us working with JD. But
we got hella history. But I mean, just talking about right now today is we launched our Paint Your Future tour last night. We had a show called Canvas Connections out there at Page 71 in Studio City, and the whole basis.
It's a cool club.
Yeah. It's like a
times.
lounge though. It's like a lounge, but it turns into a club in the weekends.
Yeah.
But it was tight, man. We had like over 110 people there. It was all basically, it was like a networking party where every feature that we had as far as performers were event producers. And then we had Come As Your Canvas as a theme. So people were wearing white. I had markers. We basically
that's
had
cool.
it was like a little yearbook type of stuff.
That's dope.
So it was tight. And then, when you have a lot of people in one area,
did you get any digits?
I mean, we'll see. I haven't looked over.
You didn't look at your canvas?
I have my canvas. Hey, my canvas was full though. My canvas was full.
This canvas started open.
It's all right.
It started open.
It's all right. All of our yearbooks were full. Okay, so that don't mean anything.
I didn't know. But yeah, it was tight. We had some really dope performers like Rue Pratt, Sheldon Butler, Kalia McNeil, and then even Farillo. It was some really dope people that they all throw their own events, and then they came together for this concept. And then with the Paint Your Future tour, we have about 7 other events this month, and it's all different ways to paint your own future as an artist or entrepreneur, a business. We try to bring those things together through events, and that's why we have that platform.
So what does that mean? Like paint your future? Like how do you do that?
So it's kind of like, you paint your future with the different people that we bring around you. You know what I'm saying?
It's a radio show, man. People don't know you're going around. He's using his hands. It's not good radio.
Explain the play on words.
Okay, so Open Kanvas is a company where we are a platform of resources. Those resources could be anything from events to bookings to sponsorships to collaborations, cross-promotion. Those are the ways that we help bring people together. And now we're trying to find those resources in entertainment to get the up-and-coming artists that are dope more opportunities to be, no longer up-and-coming artists, actually have a career in entertainment, music, poetry, art, film. And, with our platform, we throw those events to bring those people together. And the Paint Your Future tour is like, if you're dope, let's talk, let's work together. And we're painting our own futures together because we have these multiple 5, 6, 7 events coming up. And we're going from San Diego to L.A. We have some stuff in Oakland coming up. So literally you could paint your future. Yeah, so it's just like, there's a whole movement behind it.
So
it's
pretty
more
much,
independent
so pretty
movement.
much, not to just be corny and play on words. Yeah. But the events are open canvas for you to paint your picture, paint your future.
Paint your future. Too.
It's like where your dreams paint your future. That's the open canvas that we're depicting. Your dreams could paint your future with our open canvas, and you just got to fill it in with whatever you want to do. As least amount of corniness with that whole little spiel. That's what we got, you know what I'm saying? But how you're talking about the Good News Radio, I went to this event, I think it was on Saturday, The Initiative. Super dope. It was in Compton.
Which they actually have a radio show here. I think it's on Saturday night.
On My Mama Radio. I was talking to Teddy B.
Yeah, they have
that's what's up.
Yeah, so he's cool. I was telling him I didn't even let him know I was coming through with you guys tonight, but I'll let him know now. We were supposed to do a call the other day, so
That's what's up,
Shout
man.
out Good News Radio. They got some dope stuff here. I'm looking to be here more often. We're trying to all blow up together. We good.
So how can people get involved with the Paint Your Future tour? Like, how can they follow it?
They could follow us at Open Kanvas, OpenKanvas, or you could see all the different upcoming events on openkanvas.com. Reach out to me directly, through Open Kanvas, shoot me a DM. And then, or even through you guys, you know what I'm saying? Any way that we can get involved and help each other out. We're literally trying to paint our futures. That's even why we had the Canvas Creations event where you could do it in a physical form on people's shirts.
Dope. We got to set up a live podcast show one of these days.
Yeah,
we got to do it like at a Buffalo Wild Wings, though, since you hate them so much. Like JD will bring entertainment.
Hey,
JD can't eat anything at Buffalo Wild Wings.
I could, but I choose not to, though.
That is self-control right there.
Yeah, I'm down 125, by the way.
Congrats to you, man.
I got a new little record now. That's my lowest.
I did not recognize you when you walked out. I was like, oh, damn, it's JD. But it's like...
I haven't been this much since 8th grade.
You got to get us on that plan, because I haven't been this much since... 8th grade.
I meant the
opposite way. The opposite way.
You inspired me at the house. When I was gaining weight, you were losing weight. And then when I started losing weight, I remember you when you were hustling. I was like, oh, okay. I'm like Pete now, but now you're like me.
I just switched lives and energies.
The universe is crazy.
Except I'm on. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, damn.
All right.
I'm just kidding, bro. I
got a question. So in regards to, people are obviously worried about like the music industry still. Mm-hmm. People always trying to get on. With how you do Open Kanvas, do you feel like that model might necessarily be the future, or do you think that's just kind of almost going back to like a Renaissance era, where artists used to just get together?
No, I think the model is definitely the future. It's something that we push as a business, like connecting people through resources independently. But honestly, it's kind of like how the industry's, showing itself. You see Chance the Rapper, you see people going independent, you see people dropping their labels, and
by
it's
the way,
kind
do
of
you
like
think Chance is a label or industry mode? Like he just came out of nowhere, had all these. He got on so fast, like
because he had a cult following.
Like him, Russ,
he already had a cult
industry
following.
plant thing.
No. I agree with Pete. Like he had a cult following. He had a great following. Yeah. He's been around for a while, and he already had these plugs. But then just because people started paying attention now, it's like all of a sudden he blew up. Like Nipsey too. Like people think Nipsey just blew up. Yeah. He's been around.
Yeah.
He's been doing it independent. There's a lot of people like that. That's why the future is probably going to be like this, where you don't need labels as much anymore because there's so many resources that are abundant.
The labels are just going to be the addition to what you already bring to the table.
Labels are funding, basically.
Yeah, they're gonna have to bring something to the table for you now.
Yeah, they like the bank. You go to the bank and
exactly
they help push your project with money.
Exactly.
And then as far as like streaming services go, how you kind of like, not combating it,
mm-hmm.
but how are you kind of, trying to get that same momentum going as far as just spreading out music and artists and everything? Because
with streaming though, like we don't really have anything to do with streaming. Like we have some partners that do distribution and we'll refer them to different distribution options. But yeah, I don't think Open Kanvas right now, we don't really have anything to do with streaming. Us right now, we're basically putting on a lot of different events. We'll have different themes with those events, bring people together as far as sponsorships, vendors, live art, and then we'll partner with venues so we have a place to host it at. You know what I'm saying? So the whole thing is we're bringing people together in person. And the reason why we're doing that and we choose to do events compared to like a platform online or a platform through social media is because you can never replace the feelings that you get at live events.
It's true. There's no replicating a live event.
Yeah. People.
And none of them are the same.
Exactly. Like even with the festivals. Yeah. And touring is now making more money than anything in the music industry. And it's just like these things could never get replaced. So why would we even put our money or efforts towards something that's easily replaced? Which is the social media, online stuff. Like it's real persons, it's real relationships, it's real people, real experiences. And that's the lane that we chose to go with these events. And now we're just trying to make that bigger. We're trying to do it together as a community. And it's crazy the fact that personally, like me and a lot of the people that I work with, it's not like we have a lot of money, but we're able to do events with a lot of great people and a lot of great resources because we believe the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Any other trash trash questions from my right hand side over here?
Trash questions. We can talk about how we all linked up.
I've heard better questions at damn press conferences from the PR people.
First off,
thank you, CSUN. Go Matadors.
Says the guy who took PR classes.
All right, man. So can we get back into football, please?
Yeah, sure.
All right. That's the Touchdowns on Tangent show. We started the show off strictly football. We gave you a hard-nosed football interview. Now here we are on a bit of a tangent, talking to an entrepreneur, inspiration of ours, a colleague, whatever you want to call it, a friend. So, yeah, man, let's go ahead and get right back into it. So, JD, we play this game here. It's called Take or Tangent. Basically, I kind of give a storyline, and if you have a hot take, you can drop it. If you have a tangent where it's kind of reminds you of something else, you can go on a tangent about it.
What do you mean hot take?
Like,
you feel a way about it.
It just makes you upset, and you're just like, yeah, this is stupid. I don't know why we're even talking about this.
Okay.
Like, this is more.
And if you have nothing to say, you can just sit there and laugh and nod your head. So don't feel pressure.
Yeah, and if anything, just be like, wow, Pete's hairline is really trash today.
He said you're balding now.
He said you're balding? What? Your hairline is receding from... Never mind. That's foul. I'm going to just stop.
All right, man. So the Tennessee Titans, they dropped their new uniforms. If you haven't seen them, they're on our Twitter and our Instagram profile. So, KB, do you have a take or do you have a tangent about the Titans' new uniforms?
Their uniforms look like a bootleg cross between Baby Gap, FUBU, and like the shit that I would buy.
It really does look like FUBU.
Like FUBU. It's FUBAZI.
FUBAZI?
It's FUBAZI. Like, they could have just kept the uniform. They still got
Reebok on there. Yeah.
Bro, they could have just kept the uniform the same. Like, it looks like a glitch uniform that you create when you're playing like NCAA football or Madden.
Yeah. Like, remember the Tybrin Tigers? The Tybrin Tigers with Madden and stuff?
Yeah.
It looks like those type of fonts.
It looks like the wrong kind of powder blue, the wrong kind
like
of
some clip art. Some clip art.
Like, bro, looks like Paint. Like they use Microsoft Paint on Jarrell Casey's shoulder pad.
It's a tutorial version of Microsoft Paint.
But the crazy thing is,
the 30-day version.
The paperclip made it.
At school, you got to leave the library before 3:00 because they're not open after school. It's that kind of cheap and just. I don't like.
All right, we get it.
Yeah. Wait. Hold up.
That's how I feel. That's the emotion I feel when I saw the uniforms. Like, all
right, my whole thing though.
Casey's shoulder sleeve, it's gray for no reason.
Here's my take: the Tennessee Titans actually had good uniforms before. Number one,
the color rush is amazing.
I don't know why they changed it. Number two, the fact that you have to change your jerseys usually implicates that
you're whack.
Yeah, like
you never believed in it in the first place.
You need people to buy your uniforms.
Like look at the Trojans. The USC Trojans have never really changed their uniforms.
Exactly. The Raiders haven't. The Cowboys don't.
And socks. Like, that's about it.
That's really all you need to change.
Yeah.
Because people will, if they like your stuff, they're going to keep buying it, regardless if they already have their favorite players or whatever the case.
Or number, like with college, it's just a number. So
yeah,
you could
for
have
sure.
The same number for like years.
Yeah, for sure.
Even like people like the ugly Oregon uniforms. Why? Because at least they stick to it.
No, they go hard, yo.
Yeah, no,
the Oregon, the college
the ugliest Oregon uniforms.
They go
like
hard.
When Anthony Thomas had the all yellow, and the Fiesta Bowl against Kansas State, and they had like the all yellow with a little bit of green and some gray. I was like, this looks like disgusting vomit, but it works somehow. Like aesthetically, it looks cool because it's so bright. So like at least they stick to their model. Tennessee just kind of rushed it.
Kenneth Berry, the football fashionista. That's a new blog. It's going to be launching next week.
on Medium.
For real. You got to watch out.
All right, man. The next one. So, Lamar Jackson, we've already talked about it before. He doesn't have an agent. His mom is actually his agent. And there was actually a good story from Mike Freeman. We love citing him on the show, saying that there are a lot of scouts, a lot of coaching, a lot of executives who like Lamar Jackson and think that it's a mistake for him to not have an agent or a publicist because it's been really hard to get a hold of him. Not only did he do really bad on the Wonderlic test, which they say doesn't matter.
It doesn't. It's bullshit.
But the thing is, having a good agent would have got him a good test, or at least spun it the right way.
I mean, Dan Marino got a 16.